human life. Have you ever pondered upon the real significance and objective of human life? This is a question that has perplexed philosophers and intellectuals for centuries. What is our role in this world? What is the ultimate aim of our existence? Imagine constantly setting different goals every second to achieve a more meaningful and happier life in the future. However, we are often painfully aware of the gap between our imagination and reality, which can lead to feelings of frustration. Is it possible to achieve constant happiness only with material success? Are you tired of chasing material success in hopes of finding happiness, only to be left feeling unfulfilled? What if I told you there's a way to achieve a constant state of happiness that doesn't rely on worldly achievements? It's time to shift your perspective and discover the true source of joy within yourself. As we ponder over these basic yet crucial questions, we open ourselves up to a deeper understanding of our true selves and our significance in this world. So, let's take a moment to contemplate the essence of human life and unlock the mysteries for the constant blissful state of our mind. Our introductory videos will explore the function of basic human establishments.
As a human, you are a unique amalgamation of three distinct forms of energy derived from the universe. These energies are not static, they are in a constant state of flux, perpetually changing and evolving. Understanding the dynamic nature of your being is crucial to unlocking your true potential and living a fulfilling life. A human being is composed of three types of energy that are constantly changing. These energies can interact with one another in various ways and may involve one, two, or all three types of energies, giving us our unique personalities and strengths within the human.
Physical body. The first element of energy is the physical body, which is designed to safeguard human genes. It is the tangible part that we can touch, see, and observe in the mirror, and we can understand it also as a kind of energy if we dig into its form deeply. The body's natural inclination towards survival is driven by traits like greed, self-preservation, procreation, pleasure, and selfishness, which are passed down from generation to generation, and are in a constant state of flux. As commonly understood, a human being is formed through the combination of male sperm and female egg, resulting in a distinct genetic composition, the embryo. This then progresses through fetal development and ultimately enters the world as a newborn, as we all know. The process of creating a new life takes about 9 months and can occur at any time when the parental cells unite and the environment is suitable. This is a continuous process that will never stop. Genes are always being passed down and preserved for future generations. As long as the necessary energy is present, the physical creation of the body will occur. We will discuss this topic in detail in our future episodes. It's a well-known fact that even with the best medical treatments, the world's best foods, and excellent exercise workouts, human health and lifespan are ultimately beyond our total control. Let us instead focus on cultivating inner peace and contentment, which are not dependent on external circumstances, for a sustainable happiness and unblemished joy. We should not be indifferent towards our bodily needs and functions. Maintaining the physical requirements of our body is essential for a blessed life. In fact, instead of becoming a slave to our body, we should treat it as our best friend. As we discussed earlier, it's important to understand that the human being consists of three distinct parts, one of which is the mind or consciousness. This component is essential to our overall functioning and well-being, serving as the foundation for our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. By recognizing and nurturing this crucial aspect of our being, we can unlock greater levels of creativity, productivity, and fulfillment in all areas of our lives.
The consciousness or awakened mind. Consciousness is an incredibly powerful tool that generates thoughts based on the perceptions and experiences we gain through our physical body. It is through these thoughts that we make sense of the physical world around us and form our unique perspectives. By understanding how our mind works and how it shapes our perception, we can unlock its full potential and achieve a blissful life. Consciousness is the ultimate source of energy that enables us to perceive and comprehend the world around us. It is the very essence of our being, the power that drives us to explore, create, and evolve. Without consciousness, we would be nothing but mere machines, or in other words, we are just a kind of creatures without a mind, devoid of any sense of purpose or meaning. Therefore, we must nurture and cultivate our consciousness so that we can unleash our full potential and make the most of our existence.
Consciousness is the basis of thoughts, feelings, emotions, memory, and imagination. It is the element of awareness in every experience that arises through our body, for an example, by our eyes, ears, tongue or taste buds, skin, nose, etc., our mind, and then the environment. Our consciousness plays a crucial role in shaping our perception of the world. It is heavily influenced by our conditioned mind, chitta, which is not confined to a single location. Instead, it transforms our state of consciousness, governing the movement of energy and information within a living ecosystem that encompasses all forms of biological activity. Human consciousness is connected to the universal consciousness, and energy flows from the universe to the individualized consciousness of humans. Every living being receives energy from the ocean of supreme consciousness, which manifests in various forms. Our minds are significantly affected by the information we receive from the physical world around us. This information can originate from various sources, such as our cultural background, family, educational institutions, and friends. Our brain processes this information by storing it as a collection of facts in an embodied relational process, which we analyze and utilize based on our individual preferences and needs. One interesting aspect of the mind is that all the information we have acquired is limited to our current life. However, we may question whether the knowledge we possess is truly our own, or if it was created by someone else before us. Is it possible that our minds are similar to computer programs, already programmed with information that is influenced by others and constantly subject to replacement? Do we truly experience a state of consciousness, or is it merely an illusion? Despite how we may perceive our minds, can we be certain that they are fully conscious? These are the thought-provoking questions we must ask ourselves. Subconscious mind, chitta, spiritual mind. The third element is the subconscious mind, which we may call the energy of the spiritual mind or chitta. It is the most powerful of the three energy elements, or these three parts. The spiritual mind or chitta is a form of energy and conditioned to appear and act as approximately 30 or more different basic conditions, such as liking, dislike, anger, happiness, jealousy, ego, superego, curiosity, making assumptions and presumptions, intuition, love, wisdom, etc. This may be difficult to understand at a glance. Project it back into your childhood and try to recall if anyone taught you how to deal with negative emotions like anger, frustration, or jealousy? Or did you have to figure it out on your own? It is a complex process for the spiritual mind to encounter different types of conditions based on the facts you are currently thinking about or the experiences you gain through the physical body.
The thought that arises from consciousness gains its strength or the driving force from a spiritual state of mind called chitta. This empowers the thought to enter into the embodied relational process, which regulates the flow of dynamic energy and information through our brain and the nervous system. As a result, this activates the ecosystem of living beings, including biological activities. When a memory or past event is forgotten and not recalled, it gradually loses its significance in our minds. Even if we try to remember those facts later on, the associated emotions and feelings may not resurface the way they used to. Certain facts, particularly those related to terrifying incidents, tend to haunt us repeatedly. Such situations are significant in understanding the spiritual chitta. Fear is a condition that triggers the sympathetic nervous system of our body, leading to the release of stress hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. Even if you are not in any actual danger at the moment, your bodily reactions may be similar to those of a person fighting for their life. This can include sweating, increased heart rate, and even fainting. However, would the same experience be the case for one of your friends?
This is a simple explanation for how consciousness and spiritual chitta work. When a thought arises in our consciousness, the conditioned chitta connects with it and empowers the thought to enter our embodied relational process. This process manages the flow of dynamic energy and information throughout our brain and nervous system, activating the ecosystem of living beings and their biological and physical activities. This empowerment strengthens the relevant conditioned chitta and reinforces its current state. This process continues endlessly, with each state of conditioned chitta eagerly waiting to be strengthened. As soon as the brain dies, consciousness and mind also ceases to exist, but the spiritual mind, or chitta, or the subconsciousness never dies. It simply disconnects from the brain and remains in the universe.